Well, hello, and welcome back to the Ottomans, where we are currently at war with Naples, Austria, and a couple of other unfortunate souls, or countries, I guess I should say. We'll also, of course, go over to war with Northumberland here. They will be, well, easily vassalized, as it were. But once again, I'll probably declare war on one province minor, as I believe it was Trebizond that we decided would be the lucky or unlucky victim, depending on how you look at it. And right now we'll be aiming at picking them off as it stands. As you remember, last episode I decided that, or I came up with the idea that I'll be making peace with the, let's say, the Neapolitans right now, and right afterwards I'll wait a day, and basically 2 days after the war I'll make peace with Trebizond, releasing my one province minus again, and hopefully that'll be enough to actually be able to, well, circumvent the coalitions completely. I kind of don't actually count on that, but it's a possibility. So I guess we'll give it a go and see how it turns out. If it's something to aim for or not, we'll figure that out soon enough. But as I said, we'll give it a go and see what happens here. We'll also, of course, go ahead and start the siegings, and we'll see how it turns out. I'll show you any interesting battles, although I doubt there will be too many. We'll see how it turns out. Well, welcome back. I was kind of skeptical here because I just had an autosave that made me kind of frightened because of the fact that it stopped completely for quite a while. And the end result was that I started fearing that the game might actually glitch out. I might already have to end this. Of course, I don't want to. So, luckily enough, it wasn't anything major. It was probably, I have no idea what it was, but it's gone. The evil or bad troll is gone, so there's nothing to worry about. It's all good. And as you can see, we are virtually winning this war without really trying. Let's just be honest. The reason because of this is they don't really have any troops left. The alliance, they have 40,000, and that is not much at all. And they don't have that much anymore. But I believe these troops here will be enough to siege the lands over here. So hopefully I'll make that work. I'll have these guys in, I guess you should call it backup I'll have them as backup in Treviso for the inevitable Austrian stack, as you can see here. We'll of course try and defeat them. Can't really promise that we will be capable of doing such a feat, but as you see, with all my armies actually joining up, it should be quite possible. Also remember that is half the enemy's stack. It's not really, they don't really have that much left. And I have no idea why I decided to go up on the mountains, but not to do with that. We will defeat this army. We'll of course sacrifice a lot of manpower, but we should be fine. And also as you can see that we did integrate Portugal. So I now have 7,000 men up here in no man's land. I'll just, since I can actually, that is probably a very bad move, now I think about it. No, I'm safe. There aren't actually any nationalists up there. If there were, they could have broken that island free, and I'd have no way to actually get to it. So, good that it didn't go as well as feared in this case. But as you can see, we are beating the Austrians pretty severely, I dare say. So I should be able to vassalize Styria during this war, and hopefully then I'll be able to, yeah, actually occupy that for Venice, and that sucks. Because as far as I know, that means that the Venetians will actually be able to take the credit and also buy, well, that note, they'll be able to take the, I won't be able to vassalize Styria. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully they'll break up their war before that time. So for now, we'll just continue the sieges, and hopefully we'll have enough manpower to actually make this work. We'll see how it actually winds up, well, turning up. We'll see how it goes. For some weird reason, it seems like the Gasny hasn't actually fired. So what we'll do, of course, then is declare war on Trebizond, and I'll probably also go ahead and declare war on Wallachia. I'm pretty sure that we have destroyed most of the enemy armies. As you can see, there's about 20,000 left. Not really that much of a problem. 4,000, 7,000. So the armies that I have here are more than enough. So I'll actually march these guys on Wallachia. We'll go ahead and reconquest our cause. Just get that out of the way. And of course, we'll also continue sieging. Unfortunately, there my guy died. I have a new heir to the throne. That sucks. 130, and I have a glorious, glorious sultan here. Osman II Osmanli has a 355, and that is pretty darn sweet. It's the fleet maintenance that I'm low on, and I can live with that. Also, because of his stats, I can, well, do some very interesting things here. National rebuild risk, all of those are good. It's kind of bad that I can't get this one. That would basically be great, but nothing with that for now. I guess we'll also go ahead and, well, can I? No, I can't make the heir into a general yet, but I will as soon as I can, because of the fact that I don't want that heir to take over, because everything will go to hell. Also, I'll allow the Pope to siege this province here, because hopefully then I'll be able to take it back myself. Commercial successful, sieges coming along. Basically everything that you can wish for, or could wish for, is working out to our advantage here. I'll also go ahead, I guess, and start moving troops over to Trebizond, just to get that one out of the way pretty soon. But hopefully for now we can destroy this 7,000 man army that the Valakians have, and by destroying that we should be fairly alright. So I guess I can unite these three armies and send it down to Naples. Simply finish off the sieges. I'll send this one down here. Yeah, I can't actually send it there. We'll send it to Hawkiee then instead. Have them start sieging there. Once again, I don't think Austria has that many troops, and hopefully I can snatch a Burgundy province there. That would actually make a hell of a lot of sense. I can release Burgundy at once, and it will also give me a ton of advantages. Let's see, can I actually... I can demand that they become my vassal here, so that is great. That is what I wanted to have happen, and hopefully I can also get a province in this area. It doesn't really matter which. I simply need a Burgundy province, and I'll probably also, hopefully... I have no idea if I can actually vassalize these guys, but if I can, I'll probably aim for doing that. They're allied with Aragon, so it shouldn't actually be that difficult to get to them. And also, if I get a Burgundy province on the edge C, it will be fairly easy to make it work to my advantage also. So, Netherlands declare independence. Didn't actually go as planned then. Not at all. But, yeah, nothing went as planned. The Netherlands declaring independence means that I can't actually I have to declare war on Netherlands. That's it. That's simply what I will have to do if I want to do something. But at the very least, now a war source could go, or should be fairly easy now to I don't know how to put it, convince the Austrians to hand over the province to me. It should be fairly easy. Or hand over. Convincing the Austrians of handing over the lands of Styria should be fairly easily, hopefully. But I wouldn't make any promises, more or less. Hopefully we can also get these guys over to over there, and that means that these guys don't actually have to go south. They can go to Trent and start the sieges over there. So I dare say that we're looking pretty damn good. We lost the city of Roussillon. Yeah, we lost one province. I don't really care that much about it. Worst case scenario, I bribe the Savoyans out of this war. So it's not really that much of a troublesome situation when you think about it. I'm trying to think here if there's anyone that I can actually use to my advantage. When I end the war, the Pope will, of course, also get out of it. I'm a little bit unsure if I should actually go after Trebizond. I probably should, so I'll be moving troops over there. I'll also be moving these guys to Othenia and split this one in half, or I'll just split that one in half and join these guys up there. That should solve my problems fairly well. I'm also very tempted to simply go for the annexation of the Pope here and call the province myself, as you might imagine, just to actually get that one. So I guess we'll also go ahead and do that. Also send these guys to Corfu to have complete control. So things are looking fairly well. Can we continue with our current conquest? Probably. Most likely. Hopefully. We'll see how it turns out. I thought first I lost the battle, but it's just a 1k unit that was stacked. That was wiped. And I'll be declaring war now on Trebizond as well, simply because of the fact that it's needed. Because I, for some reason, lost the triple manpower gain. No idea why. It's not because I declared war on Wallachia, because I had 500 men before that one actually took effect. So probably because of the fact that I reloaded the game. I'm actually fairly uncertain at this point, but it should be fine. As you can see, the Austrians are actually kind of beating the Netherlands here. So I have no idea if keeping this war or prolonging this war is in my best interest or not. I have to consider that, all the pros and cons, and I'll probably end up with the result that prolonging this war is in my best interest. We'll figure that out very soon. We're also getting Neapolitan provinces, so that is not really that much of a problem either. Wallachia is under siege, Trebizond is under siege. Get these guys back home, no real reason for them to suffer here. Friesland joins the Republic. I actually like to read what that said. Oh, I see it. Friesland actually joined Netherlands, or the province went into Netherlands hands. I'm so used to these events that I kind of have a automatic push that button, kind of. 100 military power for 10% manpower modifier. Not really worth it right now. We are winning the wars. We are basically taking control of Europe. So I don't really see a big need for that. I'll simply agree to whatever those Portuguese peasants want. And then everyone will live happily ever after. Once again, Austria, or main Austria as I like to call it, has fallen. And all that remains now is, once again, basically finishing up the sieges. It seems like these guys will actually lose. So you guys can retreat to Epirus. And these guys will be on their merry way to help out. So, we'll continue with our conquests. Hopefully we'll get this one to pass over. I have no idea, it might actually be that Serbia or Montenegro grows or pops up from it. But we'll give it a little bit of waiting time and see what happens. We'll also march down and kill off these peasants. So, with that in mind, we'll see how it goes. I can actually get Styria as a vassal right now, so I guess we'll just go for that one. But I also want to make sure that I can get... Well, I can also give up a call on Antwerpen. I don't think I want to, though. But as I said, I'll probably go for simply taking this English province then and releasing Burgundy. As far as I know, the English only have one province in this case. I'm a little bit unsure I can actually get military access. Yeah, I can get military access to Flanders, so I simply place an army in this area. Try and lure a army onto the English lands. So all in all, we're not doing too shabbily here. I'm a little bit unsure how much of this war score is actually Neapolitan or from Naples, as it were, because as you know, I want to take a couple of provinces. Yeah, I can probably take this much. I hope at least I can. But just to be safe, we'll allow the war to rage a little while longer, and then we'll decide what to do. I need to have these guys next. I need to be ready or finished with this siege. There's a lot of minor details that needs to be well finalized before we're actually done here. So we'll keep on going for a little while longer, and then we'll decide what we'll do. We'll see how it winds up. We can take a diplomatic idea, war cabinet. We don't want to. Let's face it. Taking diplomatic idea right now is probably a very bad idea, due to the fact that we'll need a lot of diplomacy points simply to make this work. And I'll save my military points for, well, the military too, so I'll not be doing that either. As you can see, Naples is actually almost done, or almost finished. I'll not be taking these cores back. I think they are both occupied by Sunni Zealots, so I'm pretty sure they'll actually revert back to me for free. I will take Corfu though, simply to take away a naval base, as it were. And I'll also annex Wallachia, so we'll wait for, well, speaking of the devil, we'll wait for some sieges here to finish, namely the siege of this little province here. And then I think we're actually done, ready to make ourselves, ready to make peace. So, with that said, I'll just wait for the siege of Corfu here to end, and then we will be making peace in this war. There we go, the siege of Corfu has ended. I'm a little bit unsure if I actually have enough diplomats here, so we'll go for, first of all, the full annexation of Wallachia will cost me 4 diplomatic power. People will help me a lot for it. Also, when it comes to this one, we'll be making peace here with Austria first. We'll be taking, as you know, we'll be vassalizing Styria, and the next war will probably grow Styria back to its, well, original proportions. I'm also very tempted to simply force them to give up a core on, well, Sealand. It'll make it easy to snatch, but I won't. I'll rather than that, I'll take some cash and also force them to release. No, I will not force them to release Tyrol. I'll have them give up their deal with Poland and, yeah, just Poland. No real reason to get, well, busy with them as well. So this is the deal that I'll be giving the Austrians. And also go back to level that one, because we have to wait a day now. There we go. Wallachia and Austria, deals are concluded. And now we'll conclude the deal with Naples, and then we'll conclude the deal with Trebizond here. Once again, I will not be taking these two in this war. It's kind of a gamble not to. I think if I do this, I should be able to... Yeah, I can actually take quite a lot here, as you can see. I'll take 4 provinces, feed most of them to Ferrara. And with this, I should be basically safe from having Naples come back and re-siege these provinces. I'll also take as much cash as they can spare. And I'll also do one little thing before that, and that is, of course, set Naples as a rival. Because if I do not, it'll be far more expensive than if I actually do. So, as you can see, I'm saving about 70 points on that. 68 to be if you want to be really picky. So, let's see if my plan to completely circumvent any kind of, well, coalition is actually a probable one. So I'll offer tribute here. I'll release nations. Albania, Aydin. No, not Bosnia. Not Kanda. No. Bulgaria. No. Epirus. Yes. How much aggressive expansion do I actually have right now? I probably should have checked that first. 224 with Naples. And about 120 with everyone else. 131. Austria, not 192, so I need to release, well, 6, 5 probably. No, 6, 7. So, let's see, a 6, 7 minus. I should probably have taken those two as well. Or aimed at taking those two rather than anything else here. So, one of these, Bulgaria is kind of risky because I can then end up in trouble with Mamluks. Releasing Fez is probably a good idea, I think. Should be easy pickings later on. Now, Morocco will take them soon. That's a bad idea. Mantes is a good idea. Maria is a good idea. Navarra is a bad idea. Ragusa is a good idea. Ramazan is a good... Nope. I take that back. And once again, I guess we can release Wallachia. So, what are we releasing here? 3, 6, 7. 7 is 7 times 3, 21. That should be enough, I think. I guess we can, of course, do a little bit of a risk here and release a minor. I guess I'll go ahead here and release Ramazan, and that should actually be enough to completely circumvent any kind of aggressive expansion here. So let's do this and see if my plans actually work out as planned, or if I am going to get screwed beyond all recognition due to this. It might be one of the two. I'm not actually sure I would actually aim at this. Let's see if I actually work now. If I actually can completely circumvent any kind of, well, aggressive expansion by simply doing something like this. Corfu I will call myself. Everything else I will, yeah, actually fetch those guys by boat now. But that should be fine. I'll also sell a lot of provinces here. I'll get this one over to Guyenne. I guess we'll just go England then France. Or both, probably. Because there will inevitably be a coalition anyways. I can't really bypass that because of the fact that there's a 5-year truce. Of course, if I wait 5 years now and then go for wars, or basically get these two, then I might actually be able to pick something over England and still be able to make something work here. But, as I said here, the last thing we'll do is a coalition map. Of course, I hit everything wrong today. As you can see here, there is no aggressive expansion except from Naples, and that is kind of understandable. So, I should have basically done this from the beginning. That means that I can now take 2 wars without a coalition, if those wars don't drag out or anything like that. And that, of course, is very important, because I'm not really limited by truces anymore. The only truces that I'm limited by now are these, and if I go for having the country that I'm attacking in the coalition against me, I can get away with 1 5-year wait every, well, 3 wars, as it were. So we'll see if that's actually a possibility. But as you can see, that was a way to completely circumvent any coalition. Naples might join. They have a little bit of aggressive expansion, but I doubt it. So I actually learned something today, and I feel good about this. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.